Hey, what's going on, y'all? November the 13th. Got a quick live. Gonna give my outlook on some of the um games from last night. What did I have again? Last night. Sorry, let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. My bad, y'all. Let me pull Yeah, so last night, November the 12th, Joel Embiid, right? I did a topic just talking about Joel Embiid coming back. Uh, I seen the whole 4 minutes of Joel Embiid playing, and yeah, he's in bad condition. That knee is still in bad shape. I could tell from the beginning of the game that his knee is just not. He's not there, you know. So it's gonna be tough. Gonna be tough for my team and Joel Embiid this year, and the Philadelphia 76ers is gonna be a real tough year. Um, yeah. So what else did I? What did I have? What was okay? I think had the Hawks. No, I had the Hornets. I went with the Hornets +8. Thought they'd be able to keep the game close at least. The Magics blew them out without Paolo Banchero. The Wagner brothers went off. They both combined for 50 points. Moritz Wagner and Franz Wagner. So it was really just them. It was just the Wagner brothers and Jalen Suggs had poured in 17 points too. So that's it. It was pretty much three players on the Magics that beat the Charlotte Hornets. Brandon Miller played. He played 38. He scored 8 minutes and 8 points in 38 minutes, which is wild for Brandon Miller. Uh, LaMelo Ball scored 35 points in 35 minutes, which is good. But if your other players aren't getting involved, then what are you gonna do? I mean, especially Brandon Miller, right? He has to find a way to be able to put up some points, man, and help his boy out, you know? So Brandon Miller had a rough night, and I think that was a big reason why the Charlotte Hornets couldn't keep the game close. So I lost on that pick there. But shout out to the Magics, man. They're playing well. They're playing well. Can't lie, can't lie. But the thing is, though, I tuned into the game with the Hawks and the Celtics, and the Celtics lost by 1 point. I was watching the last few minutes. I seen the beginning of the game and then the last quarter. Uh, Jason Tatum was nowhere to be found, man. Jason Tatum was nowhere to be found. I mean, he did take a couple of shots down the stretch, but I mean, in terms of being more aggressive and taking on that assignment to put the team on his shoulders, I don't see it there. I see more other guys stepping up, like Derek White. Jaylen Brown is always ready to take the last shot if he has to, or try to initiate something. Jaylen Brown uh, had 2 points where Jaylen Brown drove to the rim and got himself to the free throw line. At least with Jaylen Brown, he's gonna find a way to make it work, and that's why Jaylen Brown was the MVP in that finals. And in my opinion, Jaylen Brown is the guy for the Celtics right now. There's no other way. There's no way I could look at it other than that. He's the guy. And if it's not him, I'd say after that, it's Derek White. Of course, you can argue that Jason Tatum is the more talented player on the team. But in terms of who's going to take the initiative, I don't see Jason Tatum doing that. And to tell you the truth, he looks like a role player out there, like especially in the last few minutes of the game. He's just at the wing, on the wing, ball watching. A lot of the times where I see guys, even Dyson Daniels is taking more initiative for the fact that Trae Young was out. You know, Dyson Daniels was able to step up a little bit and show like, okay, if Trey Young's out, I'll take it on my shoulders. So I don't know what happened. To tell you the truth, Jason Tatum doesn't really look too happy, and to tell you the truth, I don't, I could be wrong, but looks like something's not right. But they're extremely talented, and that's how the Celtics get by with good shooting, and they got some talent, a lot of talent on the team. So in order for them to get by, especially that was that in-season tournament, right? In order for them to win games like that, as a matter of fact, let me say this, right? If it was Kobe or Jordan, right, that like if it's an in-season tournament, Kobe and Jordan, they don't care. They're winning everything. Especially if you just won a championship, you're gonna want to show out in games like this to show, like, we are the champions. They didn't look like that last night against the Hawks. The Hawks did play good. Give the Hawks credit. I ain't taking nothing from the Atlanta Hawks. The Hawks looked really good, but at the same time, I don't know, man. I mean, it's gonna be Tatum's gonna have to be. It should be like where teams go to play the Celtics, or whether they're hosting the Celtics. It should be, you know what? Shit, Tatum's coming to town, or we're going to Boston. We got to deal with Tatum. Because when Tatum is scary, when Tatum is the person that most teams fear, right? At the end of the day, the backup after that should be Derek White and Jaylen Brown. That's what makes those guys even more lethal. The fact that you got to worry about Jason Tatum, right? And if it's not him, you got Jaylen Brown and Derek White. But to me, it doesn't look like Jason Tatum looks like anybody to be worried about most of the time when I'm watching them play. And also, let me give credit to Jalen Johnson, because he's a really good defender too. Did a really good job on Jason Tatum. But come on, Jason Tatum needs to take on that killer attitude. I don't see that give me the ball, let me take this game over attitude in Jason Tatum. And I made a video talking about that, and I'm going on and on about it again, but in another topic. So I like Jason Tatum, man, but and I'm glad they won a championship, but I can't call them a dynasty team. I really like the Celtics. I've loved the Celtics for years. I like them as an organization, and the fact that they've fought to stay competitive for so many years. I really appreciate that about the Boston Celtics. And if they win another one, I'd be happy for them again. So ain't me hating on the Boston Celtics or Jason Tatum at all. I just think that he could do better personally. And if he does better, his team will do better. All right. So that's my opinion on that. But in terms of today, oh yeah, did I have a player watch last night? Oh yeah, Cooper Flag, man. Cooper Flag. That was a player watch last night. Duke against Kentucky. Kentucky won that game 77-72. Kentucky's rated 19, and Duke is rated 6th. It was a decent game. There were some other players that I seen that stood out to me. Can't really remember the names at this. I'll check them out again. But my eye was really on Cooper Flag. Cooper Flag had a pretty decent game. I mean, he's still fresh. It's his first year. I don't expect him to take over games like that. And the way the plays were designed down the stretch, the coach wasn't looking to go to Cooper Flag for all those clutch plays, and rightfully so. I mean, he's a young guy. Let him get himself comfortable. But what was his stat line? Okay, he had what? Cooper Flag. Okay, 26 points, 12 rebounds. Didn't get any offensive rebounds. That I'm not. I'm not too happy about that. He's gonna have to be able to. I mean, you get 12 whole rebounds, and none of them were offensive rebounds. I want to see some more offense rebounds, man. That's effort. That's an effort thing. So yeah, so 26 points, 12 rebounds, 2 assists, 0 steals, 2 blocks, went 9 for 19 from the field goal, 1 for 5 from the 3-point, 7 for 9 from the free throw. So it's a pretty decent game. I mean, people are wondering, is this guy going to be special? The way what I'd say about him, a lot of people speculating that he's going to be a bust. people speculating that he's going to be a generational talent. It could go either way. No one really gets these things right. You see what I'm saying? But from what I see with Cooper Flag, he's a good player. He looks good in the NCAA right now. And from what I'm seeing about him now, I don't see any reason why he wouldn't be a good player in the NBA and why that wouldn't transition into the NBA. All right. So, yeah. So that was a cool game. We'll watch some more games. And we're going to watch some other players like, is it VJ Edgecombe? Got some other players. We're going to look at like the top 10 NCAA players, and we'll try and follow some of their games. You know what I mean? But yeah, Cooper Flag looks good so far. Okay, so for tonight, what do we got for tonight? First of all, the player watch I had was Cade Cunningham. Totally forgot who he's playing tonight. Damn, my bad. Totally forgot who he's playing tonight. But yeah, I got Cade Cunningham. That's the player watch, and the pick I got tonight, I think I went with the Pacers. I believe it was uh +1. Yeah, I got the Pacers tonight. +1, I believe. It's on the thumbnail anyway. So I'm doubling back. I'm spinning the block on the Magics. Let's see if they could beat me again. And yeah, I'll be back at it tomorrow. So y'all have a good night. I'll catch you on the next one.